Write down on a piece of paper all the wins for this week, where you've won, where you served someone, where you helped them move forward, where you know that their interaction with you made their life better and not worse, where you know that your interaction has helped them move forward, helped them progress. Hey guys, Matt Tait from Fork in the Road, your channel for transformation. Walking here at the Home of the Arts Park, Hotta, as it's known here on the Gold Coast. You can see there the Circle on Cavill building behind me. And I'm walking along with the canals all around us, fantastic spot. What I'm doing today is I'm doing a quick video. And this quick video is about where you're doubting yourself. There was a couple of examples inside the session, the breakthrough session we had, where people were talking about, even though the evidence was there to suggest they're doing a great job in their job, there was this doubt, am I doing a good job? But the evidence was there. It's like this imposter syndrome. What the hell is imposter syndrome? Well, I might need to do a course on this one, as I said in the session. What is imposter syndrome? And imposter syndrome is where you don't believe you are worthy of that position you are in. Now, here's the interesting thing. What if you're doing a great job? What's going on here? Now, there might be something going on. There's a lot of things I could do with this, but the thing that jumped out was meta programs. And there's a particular meta program where you need to have external check. Right, or you need to have external validation. And so people will do this thing where they have an external check first and then an internal check second, that I'm doing a good job. And if the external check is not met in that particular order, then they don't feel like they're doing a good job. Other people will check with themselves inside first, and then they'll check outside of themselves. And they've already got half of the confirmation inside themselves. I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I'm doing a good job. Poof, look at me, a great job. And I'm thinking about myself, and I think I have some of that. I have some of that for sure. We do need some external validation along the way on some level. Like if you're doing marketing, for example, or you're doing something where you need to see that you're doing a good job with the customer, there does need to be an external check at some point. Otherwise, you're in your own little kind of, narcissistic bubble. And so we do need some of that. But if you're not feeling confident and you're not acknowledging the external validation, maybe you've got to build the external validation into the whole equation. Or maybe you're even deleting the external validation. Where is it coming from? And if you're deleting it, that says to me that there's something else going on. Maybe there's a belief, maybe I'm not worthy of this job. When you actually are. You're doing a great job. You're doing an amazing job. You are serving your customer. And here's what I'd invite you to do to sort of overcome that and give yourself a bit of external validation without actually needing anyone to do anything for you. Simply write down on a piece of paper the wins you've had for the week, where you saw that you delivered value to someone else. It's kind of a form of external validation. So write down, what are my wins for this week? Where have I served someone better? Where have I helped them move forward? Where have I provided value where I've saved them energy, or I've saved them money, or I've saved them time, or I've given them exactly what they needed right in that moment for it to be valuable to them. They had a problem, I gave them information, it solved the problem. I don't know what it is for you, but think about it and write down a list. Go and sit down now, pause the video, write down on a piece of paper all the wins for this week, where you've won, where you served someone, where you helped them move forward, where you know that their interaction with you made their life better and not worse, where you know that your interaction has helped them move forward, helped them progress. It could be kids. It could be your spouse. It could be your partner. It could be your mum or your dad. It could be in your work. It could be your clients. It could be your boss. Write down everything and don't leave anything out. So when you do have that moment where and that's like a form of external validation without needing anyone to do anything. You're actually creating it yourself because they've happened. But what's happening is your brain does three things. It deletes, it distorts, and it generalizes. And that's what's happening here. You've deleted something, you've distorted it, or you've generalized it out of existence. We need to bring it back into existence on the piece of paper. So if you're doubting yourself, you've got the self-sabotage, every day until that thought loop starts to subside, write down all the wins for the week. Because I do it too. I delete things. I might beat myself up and then realize, actually, no, Matt, you've served these people incredibly well. You've given them so much value, my coaching clients. I've given them so much value and they've had huge shifts. Think about the client who went from, came to me for motivation and ended up shifting the men that she was attracting into her world from unavailable emotionally unavailable, who weren't there for a long time, to fully available emotional men, and now is in a great relationship. So think about that. Now, I didn't know that would happen, but shifting what was inside her, I've delivered incredible value to that person's life. Or about the person who we were dealing with past situations. Now, these are testimonials, which is why I'm able to talk about them, because they're written on testimonial. And what about the other client that I had who we were dealing with his emotional issues from his family and his upbringing? And I didn't know, I'm no dentist, but what happened was the sore gums he had, the abscesses on his gums, they disappeared because it was an internal pressure from all of those old stories. I didn't know, I'm no dentist, but I'm delivering incredible value. I need to write that stuff down to remind myself, hey, you have served this client incredibly well. You see how it starts to build momentum? Look at my energy lifting already. What's another situation? Oh, the young gentleman who I helped, I was coaching, I'm just trying to think, testimonial-wise, which testimonial? Oh, that's right. It was a gentleman who gave me a testimonial, how he was approaching retirement age and is wondering what to do with the rest of his life. And we went through his values, we went through all sorts of stuff, where he's now really clear on compartmentalizing his life, to the point where he's now set up a little studio at home where he was resisting, right? So I said, well, why are you resisting setting up a studio for his artwork? Well, because he was worried about that meaning him having to commit. Well, what you're doing is preparing a space in the garage for you to do your artwork. You're not building a castle. And so now he's set that up, and now he's doing his mosaics and his artwork in his garage, which he wasn't doing before. So we help people get unstuck. Now, you want to see the value that you're delivering to people. You're changing their lives. You're giving them permission to live their life on their terms. Wow, powerful, right? I'm lit up like a Christmas tree right now thinking about my clients' wins. What are your wins? What are your wins in your day? Go and find them. Write them down. Remind yourself of the good things. That's my message today. And you'll get your external validation you need to get rid of the self-sabotage. That's using a thing called the meta programs. I've got a whole lot of videos more to do on the meta model and the meta programs that are running. These are little systems that run your show. And when you understand them, you can actually change your life. Just writing a list down of what are your wins for the week. That's it. Write them down and keep on writing in every single context. But if you've got a specific thing like self-sabotage at work, write it down for the work. All right, what are my wins for the week? Who have I helped? How am I good at my job? And write down everything. You could be really, really detailed. And write as long and as hard as you have to until you start to change your opinion of yourself. All right, guys, this is Matt Tait from Fork in the Road. And as always, like and subscribe to the channel. I really would love to hear your comments in the comment section below, how this has served you today. Write a list of all your wins for the week. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys. Matt Tait signing out.